Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. I am once again back here, attempting, increasingly fruitlessly, to figure out how to play Dwarf Fortress. You know, without bothering to actually read all of the various pieces of obviously helpful information. Uh, this is going to be my third and final time doing this. I might do more episodes in the future, I might not, but this is going to be the last time before I actually go through and like read the information and the guides in order to figure out like what I'm actually trying to do. So yeah, we're going to do my best. Uh, Click a tile to place a seat. Place a seat. I feel Oh, no. Those, okay. I already have, like, tables and chairs placed there. That's fine. Um, we've got a lot of wood. We've got a lot of drink. We've got a lot of seeds, but not much that we can, like, really do with the seeds. But we can set like plant gathering orders just to make sure that we go out and collect stuff again. We should be okay with drinks. We are starting to get a good amount of stuff. It is now summer. So the biggest limiting factor for my outpost at this time has really been just the fact that I haven't gotten any more settlers coming in. And unfortunately, I'm really at a point where I need more workers. Okay, we have a lot of food for now. As far as the woodcutter is concerned, we could make some tables. We could make some doors. Everything seems to be in a pretty decent state. We can make some basic equipment, I guess. Weapon racks. Sure. Okay, so this entire area is going to be used for storage. Hold on. I did not select what items Anything can go here. We just want to put some of it away. So I did build this like completely pointless water wheel and millstone, which is not actually doing anything. Kind of thought the wheel might help power the millstone, but it doesn't. The words can also be forbidden or attached to levers to control movement in the fort. Okay, weather cleared. We struck platinum. That is honestly kind of nuts. My workers have nearly finished their next area. So for the next area, let's have like a higher density thing, and then right, we can't keep digging that way. Let's start digging into here. And we're going to go down a few levels. Okay. That should be fine, I guess. We've still got plenty of food and drink. We've even got some plants. I genuinely don't know what else I can really do at this point. Like, I'm just really limited by the number of dwarves that I have. This guy is not doing very happy. Let's actually take a look here. He's my fisher dwarf. He values cooperation. He's patient, overshares, inclined to abstract, recover slowly, extravagant, unmet need, be extravagant, unmet need, think abstractly, unmet need, craft object. Okay. Oh my god, it's so deep. There's so much here. Okay. So the fisher dwarf needs to be extravagant, think abstractly. I mean, I guess crafting workshop might help with that. I think let's see. Displays, statues, offering places. I don't really know what would work. Okay, weapon racks are purely ornamental. Okay, we can make an archery range. A ballista fires a ballista. Okay. Bolt throwers. So we have a carpenter's workshop, a still, a kitchen, a stone cutter's workshop, and a mechanic's workshop. So we could in fact put down a crafting center. We've struck tiger iron. I don't think I have... A magma forge has to be placed over something. Furnaces... Okay. We can make a furnace, and we can also make a metalsmith. Okay. So it looks like no one is actually mining. So at the craft dwarf, that is so much stuff. Okay. All right, we have the smelter. So I have no idea. Worker, we're going to give the fisher dwarf like what would be sure, a short sword, I have no idea what might actually be useful to make. Okay. So they're not going... They're not really digging anything. We do want to smooth out all of this so we can let them work on that. how do I make things? Like, what kind of objects do I have? Okay, that's just for... Oh! Okay, I'm finally going to get some new workers. Okay. Food has gotten has started to go down again. The still is still producing stuff. I don't know what I am supposed to do. Hatches. Um. Okay. Oh, okay. Stairwells. Stairwells. There we go. Okay. So we'll have like a big stairwell that can help. We've got a bunch more dwarves who are here now. No one has used this stockpile at all. I don't really grasp how to do this. Weapons and ammunition, I don't know what I have is the problem. Okay. Iron forge, iron crossbow, which I can't do because I don't have iron. Okay, we struck a bunch of stuff. So now that we are down here, sure, we'll just have a big open area for mining. So presumptively I can just make iron bars. No, it all requires fuel. So I'm guessing wood is not enough for that purpose. Absolutely no one is doing any hauling. Okay. So, as far as labor goes, you can go do this. The metalsmiths can do the stone cutting. Okay. Everybody helps with the stone cutting, the plant gathering, the engraving, the hauling, the orderlies, and the siege operators. Yes, everybody does those. That should increase. Okay, so now we've actually got some work getting done. I guess that's good. As far as tree chopping goes, okay, it's all working out pretty well, I guess. So this is tasks. Worker orders are used to automate tasks in workshop. These workers are set to complete a certain number of tasks and can be given start conditions. Okay. A manager is required to coordinate work orders. Okay, can we take any of these people and make them a manager? How would I do that? I don't actually know. Okay. I mean, progress is being made. We've got food, we've got drink. Our citizens are acceptably comfortable, I think. Alright, it has started raining. Honestly, more beds would be fine to have. Wooden bucklers. Buckler. Okay. And we've got a deeper mine that is being built. Dig a channel, making a ramp on the level below. So that would be good for, like, moving liquids, I guess. Honestly, I think doing this could help create, like, a flood barrier. And then while we are at it, we can build a couple of bridges. Sure. So that might help prevent flooding, since I would assume that flooding is like a genuine threat. So we're just going to have a channel that runs all the way out to potentially catch flood runoff. And then we will put another bridge here. Sure, that's fine. And then a channel here. Okay, so that should help, maybe. I mean, we've got plenty of food and water. My dwarves aren't particularly happy, but I don't really understand what I can do to help them. A complete fortress-wide flood disruption system is a pretty ambitious project that will probably take a long time to do. And meanwhile, we are still trying to get a lot of stuff smoothed out. Yeah, we have so much food right now. Surely we could, like, make some book bindings, I guess. Yeah, book bindings. Let's just make some books. As far as stuff goes, okay, it's saving. Let's make a couple of bookcases. Honestly, barrels are probably pretty important. Okay. Seems to be working. As far as the stone cutter, let's make. I have no idea what they might want. We can have a few coffins ready. Hatch covers statues. Kitchen's doing good. Food is doing good. Carpenter is doing good. The metalsmith, I have no idea what metal I have, and I apparently don't have stuff. Okay, what if I put a stockpile next to the furnace that is all about wood? Toggle whether the stockpile can take items from anywhere or only some specific. You can take anything. Set from which workshops and stockpiles. Okay. So the smelter can take from it. Okay. So now we have wood next to you. It still does not count as having fuel. Okay. Nobles and administrators. Oh, okay, okay. Here we go. The manager. No one has any sufficient skills to help with that. Well, our Fisher Dwarf is going to be in charge of that. Oh, what? Although it is a grim reminder of the winter hardships to come, the supply caravan from the tactical road is a welcome sight. Their eyes are alight with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious crafts dwarves. Take careful stock of your own stores. What these merchants offer may very well be the difference between a prosperous future and a slow and meaningless death. Okay, hold on. Alright, so there was fighting. Okay, I guess there was a Wolverine. Where on earth was there fighting? Okay, I think that's all labor. Military. Once the first leader is assigned, subsequent captain positions will appear. Okay, so we need militia commanders, bookkeeper, create work orders, run a hospital, count and appraise your horde. So you're going to be the bookbinder, the militia captain. Literally no one has any relevant skills whatsoever. The gym setter can be our dude. Okay. Alright, someone is very unhappy, but I don't really know who or how I'm supposed to fix it. Almonds. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and gather almonds. I don't know if I can gather the almonds. Gather almonds. They don't seem to be... Alright, the merchants have arrived and are unloading their goods. Okay. So, move goods to and from... Oh, okay, okay, here we go. I can actually look at this. I find it very disturbing that there's an entire section called body parts. We've got a lot of beds. We've got a lot of barrels. We've got a lot of box. We've got rope. For some reason, we've got a bunch of crutches. We've got a ridiculous quantity of logs, plants, prepared meals. Whoa, 1,000 for swamp whiskey biscuits? Holy crap. This is worth 1,000. That is crazy. Raw fish. We got a bunch of basic stuff. Okay, we have thread, thrones, tools, trap components, weapon racks. We've actually got a fair number of weapons. Okay. So we need to move things there. Diplomacy, let's discuss your situation. Okay. Make requests for the next year's caravan. Sure. Iron bars. I have no idea. Tunics, vests, robes, caps and hoods, gloves and mittens, socks and shoes and boots, trousers. Sure. Okay. Weather cleared. Interrupted. Okay, who... Okay, we slashed a Kia. I don't know what the Kia is. Oh, okay, a smear of Kia blood. Alright, I guess we fought and killed some stuff. So now that we have a manager, we can presumptively build a work order. Okay, so we've got a problem with some animals. We have not started any work whatsoever on the giant flood trench. Okay, where the hell is this Kia? What is a Kia? I don't actually know. Okay. I don't know what this thing is, and I don't know where it is. We've also still got a lot of engraving to do. Okay, do we just not have anybody on mining? We do have a lot of... Okay, no, we have no book bindings. Okay. Interrupted by a Kia. What the hell is a Kia? What is this thing? Where is this thing? I don't understand what's going on. Can I mark an area? No. Okay, I can't mark an area. Oh my god. Where is this thing? Okay, the Kia falls over. What even is that? No idea. Okay, some migrants have arrived. So... Who do we have? We've got some new bodies. That could be really important. We can establish a dormitory here. Okay. And if we are going to have a dormitory there, we can have a door, and then we can place a bunch of beds. Sure, at least all the dwarves will have a place to sleep, even if nothing else. I don't fully grasp how to sort of take this to the next level. Like, clearly I've got things, like, fairly decently under control. But I don't really understand how to take it from a point of, like, barely... Oh, okay. There's nothing to catch in the central swamps. Okay. Petitions. The denomination of controllers has many worshippers. Now requires a temple and priest. The location must be built and furnished with the new position appointed by you. Okay, I will approve it. Okay. We've got not much. The problem is I don't know where the hell my miners are. Where on earth are they? Stoneworker, please go on mining as well. You guys, please go on mining as well. We need people actually doing their jobs. Is it a matter of just not having tools? I'm not really seeing anything regarding, like, tools. Okay, well, I might as well make, like, a jeweler's place, I guess. My dwarves are a bit happier, so that's good. Okay, drinks. Drinks have absolutely collapsed. So, brew drinks from plants, blue drinks from fruit. Yeah. So, surely... There we go. Okay, just gather everything. Alright, drinks are immediately running low. There is no work going on in regards to mining. None whatsoever. They are all supposed to be mining. I do not understand. We have the jeweler's workshop. They can cut gems. No one has gone to the crafts dwarf. Okay. I don't fully understand why. We're starting to get our drinks back. What is going on? Why? Why is literally no one in the fortress mining? There is no mining happening. There has been no mining for weeks. Why not? I don't understand it. There's like barely any like smoothing work going on either. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. And I truly don't know how to further optimize it at this point. We're at least getting drinks made. We've got food pretty well set. But there's so little happening, is the problem. Okay. I genuinely wonder if just the sheer number of orders here is stopping them from getting anything done. The smoothing orders are actually happening. It's going a little slow, but we are doing okay. Okay. Having now played some Dwarf Fortress, though, I think I can now better appreciate the insanity that the legendary boat murdered had to put up with. Like, just having to put up with so many elephants. If I was in a position where I was being constantly bothered by elephants like the legendary boat murdered was, I probably would have just given up completely. We've got needs sharpenable hard boulders. Okay, so no. So someone finally got around to the crafting. We've got the still going. Let's grow alfalfa. Okay. So the farmer's workshop. We can process plants. No, we can't process plants. Workshops. Farming. Okay, we actually did a little bit of farming. We are still not doing any mining. Okay. Let's mine out this entire area. I don't understand why like none of that work is getting done. I mean, I may have just gone too far with all of the smoothing orders. But I don't understand why I'm just not seeing any mining work whatsoever. Okay, miner. Feels satisfied at work. Okay, you're busy hauling. Okay. So, only the selected do this. Likot, Esther, Svaresh. Okay. So I think it's just that they were prioritizing hauling over all of their other jobs. Yeah. Only the selected do that. As far as the engraving goes, sure only the selected plant gatherers. Okay. There. That should force them back to work now that we've got less people trying to do everything. So hopefully we will actually see some mining work start soon. I have basically gone like my hour that I intended to do this. I'm still just not seeing any of the miners mining. I don't okay, finally. All right, someone actually started mining again. Good. And the smoothing work is back on track. Okay, the still is not going the best. Okay, so we got a bunch of rough gems. Let's encrust finished goods with cut gems. Sure. Alright, we've actually got the miners mining again. So that is a good start. It seems like none of them want to take part in trench work, though. Near as I can tell, not a single hint of effort has been spent digging the flood barrier trench. Interesting. We are good on food. Why don't I make my first, like, work order? So the stoneworker's shop is to make rock statues. One-time order. Restarts if daily conditions satisfied. If the amount of I have no idea how to do this. Sure. Okay, sure. Make statues, I guess. Okay, there. Now we have, like, a mudstone statue. My miners are nearly finished. They're not the happiest batch of people. But they're doing okay. Drinks are good. Food is good. We're actually growing and harvesting alfalfa. I still don't see... Hold on. Nothing to catch in the central swamps. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. They've actually started some of the trench work. Ugh. Praise be. Okay. That is perfect. Drinks are in pretty good condition. Oh my god, they're actually doing it. They're actually building the anti-flood trench. Oh, that is wonderful news. Will they go under the bridges? No, they will not. Okay. So... Is there any way... Okay. Is there any way to get rid of the bridges? Because it doesn't really help if we've just got a trench that goes to, like, just a square of land. Okay, not that I can see. That could be a little problematic. But they at least are digging the trench. So if I can figure out... how to get rid of the bridges, I could finish the trenching job and then build the bridges again back over the top. Hold on. There we go. Okay. What we will do... is just set a digging order directly underneath. So I don't know. I mean, I assume that flooding is a thing that can happen in this game. Because I think flooding, not in the context of lava, was something that was mentioned in the tale of the Dwarven Fortress of Boat Murdered. Okay. So, progress is being made. Here we go. Yes, I know you consider that an inappropriate digging square. That's fine. Make Rock Statue 10 has been completed. Okay. So, what I can do is line my entry hall with statues. And I'm sure that this will make people very, very happy. What is this? Traction benches? Interesting. Okay, we've actually very nearly completed the flood channel. Yeah, it's coming along quite well. And there we go. Okay. The mining channel is set. So the next thing we are going to do is have a giant area for mining. And they can just dig like crazy. Also, a good amount of the engraving work for places that can actually be reached has come along. What kind of seeds do I have? Objects. I still feel like I understand maybe 10% of this game. Maybe 10% of Dwarf Fortress I have come to understand. But I will say that with that 10% I understand, I am doing acceptably well, I think. I have a place where dwarves can live. They're doing okay with their happiness. We've got food and drink to keep them all satisfied. The flood trench is doing pretty well. We at least have something to potentially catch river water when it floods. The fortress is utterly indefensible in its current condition, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We could build walls here. Honestly, I kind of like that. Okay, it's defensible again. We're going to completely secure this entire area with some walls. But I think that's going to be it for today. I have now spent 3 episodes vaguely coming to understand some of the peculiarities of Dwarf Fortress. And honestly, I feel pretty good about that. This is absolutely a game. I mean, I have only scratched the dimmest bits of the surface with regards to how complex I know this game is able to get. There are tons of mechanics that I have not had the opportunity to get involved with. Nevertheless, I've actually enjoyed this experience, and I will, in fact, read through some of this stuff and sort of understand more about how to play. And if I do another episode of Dwarf Fortress, it won't be now, it won't be for a while. But if I do come back to this again, I will actually know what I am doing, and I will be able to make people proud by creating like a genuinely good and impressive Dwarf Fortress. And I'm going to do my best for the people of this place. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.